So now let's talk about how to use the filters and how to make your crates. This is something that is very powerful, and if you take the time to understand it, it will change the way that you download music. It will save you a bunch of time. It's very intuitive, and it's actually a lot of fun once you get going. So check this out. The first thing we'll do is click on Flip View so we only see the table. Now, one thing that a lot of you might be wondering is where are the categories? You know, you see a lot of other record pools, and on a lot of these sites, either on the side or on the top, you will see categories of different genres that you could click on. How come they aren't here? The answer to that is you get to build your own experience. We provided you with the opportunity to pretty much build your own ideal record pool, and I'm going to show you how that works right now. So let's come over here and click on Filter. You'll see a whole slew of options come up, and I know this might look overwhelming at first glance, but I'm going to do a few examples for you right now, and as you watch, you will realize how easy and intuitive this is. So let's just say, for instance, that we want house. Let's come over here to our genres and scroll down and click on all the different house genres. So let's see. So let's click on house, soulful. There's a lot of them. Let's just go down the list. Make sure these are all selected. Okay, so we have all the different house genres. Now let's come over here to the right-hand side and click Apply. Now in the table, we see everything in the library that fits the criteria of what we've selected up here. So now what we can do is we can come over here and we can type in house. And then we can click on Save New Crate. Now, if we come over here to My Crates and click on it, you'll see that that has been saved. Okay, so that's one crate. Let's make another one. Let's hit refresh. Let's say this time we want Spanish. So let's click on Latin Spanish, and let's click on reggaeton. Let's click Apply, and we will name this crate Spanish. I'm making a few of these so that you guys understand exactly how it works. Okay, let's click refresh. Now let's say that we want a twerk and trap crate. Let's click twerk, trap, come up here, click moombahton. Click apply. We'll just name this twerk, trap. And we will save new crate. Now let's make a crate that's ridiculously specific. Okay, so let's click refresh. Let's say that we want a crate that only contains acapella in and acapella out edits that are in the key of 1A that are hip hop. We can do that if we want. So let's click hip hop, apply. And you can see that even though there's only 14 tracks, the filters have narrowed it down so that we found the tracks in the library that fit what we are specifically looking for. And we can save this as a crate as well. So let's just say acapella in, out, 1A. We'll save that. Let's click refresh. Let's make one more. Okay, so let's make another very detailed one. Let's say that we only want songs that came out between 1995 and 2006 that are between the BPMs of 85 and 115. We'll click apply. And then we can save that as a crate. We'll just call this 95 through 06. And we'll save that as a crate. Okay, so hopefully you guys have an understanding for how fast and easy it is to create specific crates to your liking. So let's click on refresh again. Let's click on filter to get rid of all this. One more thing, though, before I get rid of this that I want to show you guys. You can actually control what columns you see in the table by playing around with these. So let's say that we don't care about the added date. See, that goes away. We can take away the tags if we want. We can take away the time. Pretty much, we can customize everything on this site. It's awesome. So let's get these back. Now we can get rid of filter. So some more cool intuitive things I can show you guys is now that we have our crates, one thing to note is that when we come back and visit the site, anything that's been uploaded since our last visit that fits the criteria of any of the crates that we made will automatically be added. Now let's click on one of these crates. Let's say that we're going to spin a gig where we are playing house music, but we're only playing a specific kind of house music. We're not really doing like mainstream EDM kind of stuff. We're more doing like soulful kind of stuff. So let's narrow this down a little bit. We can keep house, we can keep soulful, but we can actually use these red X's to get rid of certain criteria. So let's X out electro, Euro, future. We'll keep G house. We'll get rid of garage. Get rid of progressive. We'll keep techno. We'll get rid of trance. We'll keep tribal. We'll get rid of wobble, and we'll keep new disco. So pretty much you could see that we can really narrow things down within our crates if we choose to do so. But if we click refresh and we go back into it, there's no need to worry. It's only temporary. It won't permanently change your crate. So I think that's really cool. So now let's go to this 95 to 2006 crate that we made. I'm going to show you guys another thing that's really cool. We can actually use the column to organize the view in a way that will make things more convenient for us. So this crate right here has an era theme, okay? So let's say that we wanted to actually start at 1995 and go to 2006. Right now, things are all over the place. As you can see, we have some 2002, 2006, 2000. We can actually click on year and look at that. It'll organize things from 1995 all the way up to 2006. Or we could click on it again, and it will go from 2006 down. This feature can be really useful for a lot of different reasons. Let's go into twerk and trap. Let's say that we are working on a twerk and trap mix, and let's say we wanted to organize it by BPM. We can click on BPM, and it will go from lowest to highest, or we can click it again and go from highest to lowest. We can organize it in alphabetical order by artist if we want, or editor. There are just so many possibilities with the table that are all super intuitive. We can also use these buttons up here as another way to narrow things down if we decide to. So right now we are looking at the top downloads of the last 30 days, but let's say we want things to be really current. We only want to see the trap and twerk that's like super current. We can change this to new releases, and we can change this to last 7 days. Now we are only seeing what has been uploaded in the last 7 days that fits the twerk and trap criteria. But we can also check out the top downloads of all time if we want. And like I mentioned before, these two buttons work in any combination, and they work for any table you are viewing, whether it's a crate or if it's a text search or anything really. So the more you use this site, the more you will realize that all these features work together constantly and make things so easy and save you a ton of time.